everybody? Welcome back to the channel in another Saturday Night Stash Spotlight video. Holy cow, that guy was moving. Anyway, so last week's stash video, I showed you the Fiat, and I had said that it was a candidate to build for my Street Machine group build this year because I wanted to build a foreign Street Machine and an American Street Machine, traditional style, right? So I was going to show you this week another foreign car that would fit right into that foreign Street Machine style. However, I had a couple of guys reach out to me and say, dude, you really should build that Fiat. That's cool. If you build yours, we'll build ours type of deal. So now I have a couple of really stellar model builders building the same Fiat kit as me, and they're gonna be lined up side by side on the tables at Classic Plastic this year. So I am really excited for that. So it's been decided. Come June 1st, when I kick off the Street Machine group build this year, and there's a couple of minor things that are going to change with that. More to come on June 1st, or probably the week before. I'll fill you in on those minor changes. Nothing, like I said, minor changes, nothing major. I'll do a video showing the two kits that I'm going to build, one of them being the Fiat. So I don't have to show you the other foreign kit, right? But I was talking to a good friend again, and I said, what out of my kits, what would you like to see me open up and talk about? And he brought up this kit right here. He says, you get kind of a plan for that and a reason why you bought that, right? I want to hear about that. So here we are. So this is the Revell 70 Dodge Charger RT. This one was just repopped a little while ago. I've never owned this kit, but I do love the Dodge Charger. I mean, it probably sparked from, like the Dukes of Hazzard and stuff like that, but I've always loved the Dodge. I don't know why. The Dodge Charger. I've always loved it. So, and the 68, we've talked about that, right? It's a special build for me. I have two of them, but my goal is to get the Chargers built. Kind of like I'm working on the Camaros, which I've got behind me here, right? The Chargers, get those built. So I'm going to start with, I've got two of the 68s. I'm probably going to build a third one at some point, but I don't have to. That's later on down the road, right? So I need a 60. Realistically, I've got to start at a 67. Those are hard to come by. I have had zero luck finding one that I could get my hands on. But the very good friend of mine that has wanted me to do this video has one, and I'm trying to get him to trade me for something, and he's being difficult. But I'm going to keep working on him. I'm going to keep working on him, and I'm going to keep looking. So I need the 67 Charger, that big long one. I've got the 68, obviously, a couple built, plus a couple more. I have the 69 sealed. I have the Revell. It's not a Charger, but it's close. I have the Revell 71 GTX. It's a GTX, but that kind of falls into the family. But that's okay, because this is a really nice kit. The 71 Dodge Charger RT from AMT to build. It put in the lineup, right? But the 70, I've got some stuff for that I would like to show you. Let's put these down here out of the way. Okay, so like I said, 70, it's still sealed. Haven't opened this, never owned the kit. So let's take a look at it, and then I'll show you what I got for stuff and what I'm thinking for ideas. Okay. we're going right from scratch on this one, guys. Like usually I take a few minutes and I open these up beforehand. No, been crazy busy at work, covering for my boss who is enjoying a vacation in the islands. Jerk. Anyway, covering for my boss and kind of filling his shoes makes me pretty busy for the next, well, for the next week and a half anyway. So I'm just getting home. We'll open this up. Let's see here. We got bags and bags and bags. We don't want to start. We want to end there. The glass doesn't get opened. There's the tires. Where's the stuff? Where's the directions and stuff? Here we go. Good grief. Okay, so Revell directions. We're all really familiar with those. We'll take a look in a minute though. Decal sheet. The decal sheet's really nice. Choice of black and white stripes. I'm going to assume there's the hood callouts, Hemi and 440. Engine decals. You got your dash, wood grain stuff, decals, RT badges, charger badges, your underhood detailing badges, radio faceplate. That's pretty nice. I mean, this is cool. That's a very nice decal sheet. Directions. So, typical Revell. They're nice directions. They always are. There's your parts call out. There's your paint call outs. Continue with the parts, and then we start with the engine and we work our way up. This is a Hemi car or a 440 car, from what I understand, right? It's got 440 decals for the hood call out. I don't know, maybe it's not. Let's see. Well, let's look at the box. Second generation, blah, 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 high impact colors, blah, 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 detailed Hemi engine. I guess it doesn't have the 440. Why would it have the decals? Okay. Well, we'll figure it out as we go, obviously, right? In the directions, just shows being able to do the Hemi for it. Maybe there's a 440 in the pot string we don't know about. You guys probably already know, because most of you people have already opened this kit. Your interior stuff, your body and interior and chassis. If you've built the 68 or 69, I am sure it's basically the same build. They just change the body a little bit, make the nose a little longer, change the grill, you know, taillights and whatnot. And it just shows Hemi. So why in the world would they give you 440 callouts? I don't know. But it's pretty cool that they do. And you'll find out in a few minutes why. All right, first thing you do is you get this little bag. It's got your tail light in it and your 4 little wheel pins. Right? Here they are. I never open this bag because every time I do, I lose a wheel pin. Every time. Without fail. So we don't open that till we need it. Your tires. Holy cow, that's neat. Okay. So these are going to be cool tires to hold on to. Redline tires, guys. Am I the only one that didn't realize that Revell was... So usually you get decals, and I hate Redline tire decals. Can never do them without screwing them up. So to see these pad printed Redlines, that's really cool. This car is not going to get built stock, so these will go in the parts box and be used on something else that would use a Redline tire. That's awesome. So you get 4 Redline tires. I like it. Let's see, we'll go with the glass. You know me, the glass stays in the bag so it doesn't get all messed up. So you got your glass, typical 4-piece, vent windows, front and rear window. There. You get 2 chrome trees. First chrome tree has your factory Magnum wheels, your chrome air cleaner, your bumper, dual carbs, exhaust tips, that stuff there on that chrome tree. Second chrome tree has what I call your fiddly bits, right? So you've got that really cool front grille and bumper, but you've got the little stuff, door handles, inside rear view mirror, outside mirror, windshield wipers, alternator, your gas cap, little stuff that I will either break or lose. So I call them fiddly bits. Anyway, there's those. We got the big bag of parts. All right. Big bag of parts. First tree on the top is your seats and your valance, your pedal assembly, steering wheel, steering column. Looks really nice too. Not a lot of flash so far. Little bits right there, but ooh, that's loose on the tree, so we won't wiggle that too much. All right, second tree is your back seat, exhaust manifolds, intake and fan. Then you've got rear end housing. Looks like a Dana 60 rear end housing, your front K-member. That's got a open back, which is really cool. I like that with these model kits because you could, if you want to put like a gold, old school, like gold anodized rear end cover or a chrome one, you can. That's got to be in here somewhere. It's got to be in here somewhere, right? Where the heck would it be? Who knows? Anyway, so here's your door cards and your dash and your center console. All right, and then we got hi Peanut, leaf springs, your steering suspension, your heater box, stuff under the hood, detail stuff, battery. This is the tray for the hood latch. Like I said, little stuff, sway bar, radiator support, radiator firewall, fan shroud. And you've got, there it is, right there. So here's your exhaust, drive shaft, shocks, rear differential cover, like the stuff that you use for the inside of the wheels, brake detail there, which is pretty sweet. Then here's your engine, your Hemi engine stuff. I like the fact that we've got non-chrome plated valve covers in this kit, because sometimes you see Hemi valve covers that are like usually black wrinkle finish, stuff like that. I don't know. I've built a few Hemis and put chrome valve covers on them, but I'm not that big of a fan, right? So there you have it. Then you've got your hood, your rear valance, RT scoops for the side, hood hinges. So cool stuff there. And then we've got the body and chassis. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. Heather is calling me. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Heather had food questions. We're going to a show on Sunday, and she's like, should I buy stuff to make sandwiches? Is there going to be a food truck? So I'm back. And it's funny, this happens more often than not. I will be making a video. I think it's happened like, we'll call it almost a handful of times. I'll be in the middle of making a video and I'll have to stop because she calls. And we all know when your wife calls you, you answer. She's like, you should leave that in there, honey. And I'm like, nah, I'm just going to start over. It's okay. But this time I am leaving that break in there. So, where was I? Oh, body and chassis. So here's your chassis. Nice, typical. I hate Revell for doing this, but they do it all the time. They stamp stuff in the chassis. Guys, put it somewhere where you can hide it. So it's, it's got the Revell 2016 thing right here, and then it's got more patent numbers there. Come on. Okay, I'm over that. Anyway, so, and then here's your interior pan. Typical. It's got the textured floor for the carpet, and where the seat would be. And then here is that 70 Charger body, which is, believe it or not the same as a 68 or a 69. I know a lot of you probably know that, but it's longer here. So you can't interchange bodies with these kits. The 68 to 69, you could like, oh, I screwed it up, I can use this body. I mean, if you really had to. Not that you would, but with this one, you really, really can't. Are you getting what I'm saying? Don't mistake what I'm trying to say. This is an individual. It stands on its own, I guess, is what I'm trying to communicate here. The body's actually longer in this front section, so very nice body. It's crisp and it's clean and it's not warped at all. The chassis is not warped at all, which I started that Stranger Things blazer. Here is the chassis. It's warped just enough to make it irritating. That's a brand new tool. Anyway, so that's the stuff that comes with the kit. Now, what is the stuff I have, or aftermarket stuff? What's the idea I have? Well, it's got to be, obviously it's got to be a street machine, right? So my first thought with this kit was, well, let's talk about, it's going to have aluminum 5 slots. It has to. Like if it's not getting Kragers, it's got to get these, right? So these are these are from MCV products. They're the 15-inch slotted wheels with BFG tires, 8s in the front, 13s in the rear. So nice and wide, fat tires, right? It's going to get a set of those. So my first thought was street machine. The kind of car that, like, you hear it coming, it pulls into the burger joint on a Saturday night, and you're like, what in the world does that car have in it? Well, it would have, maybe, I know this is a stretch, but I got this Iceman Collections Hemi 426 Pro Stock motor. That'd be pretty neat, right? Dual plug, like just tunnel rammed nastiness on a car that gets drug out just on Saturday nights to street race. That'd be pretty cool. But this was my second choice, and because it has those 440 callouts, I really think this might be how I go. This might be what I do. So this is an MCV Products Mopar 440 with tunnel ram. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so you cut a hole in the middle of that hood, carb sticking through it, 440 callouts on the hood. I like the idea of painting it that bright green color. It would either be bright green or bright yellow in my brain, right? I think that would make a really, really nasty Street Machine and something really cool. So that's the plan for this. Obviously, I got a lot going. I got a lot lined up. I'm trying to stick to, trying not to jump into too many group builds this year. Like I said, there's some that I have to. There's some by default, I have to participate in, obviously. But I'm trying not to jump into too many more other ones. I'm trying to keep my eye on the prize. There are certain kits that I want to build this year, and I'm trying to stick to it and do those. So I don't know when I would start these Charger models, but obviously they're close to the front, not front of the line. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, they're coming. And I think that this might be where I start with these, is this one, because I'm the most excited about this one. And I have a plan in my head. I don't have a plan for the 71 or the 68, so, or the 67 if I ever get it. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. This video's been weird. It's been like a kind of a last-minute thing with an interruption in the middle that I decided to leave in there. But it's going to get a little bit weirder, guys. So, Jonesy, the orange tomcat that we affectionately nicknamed Monster because he's getting big. And he's a terror. He has a fan club, and his biggest fan is Felix. So, and we all know Felix, that's Lucas C's boss, in case you didn't. Anyway, Felix is a huge fan of Jonesy, and I did promise Felix that I would sneak him into some videos. So, at the end of this video, I'm going to stick on a little blurb of Jonesy wandering around the shop, and that's specifically for you, Felix. So, you can skip all the other stuff if you have to, but then again, if you got this to this point, you already watched that stuff. See what I mean? Anyway, this one's for you, Felix. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Check out everything linked in the description of the video. They'll appreciate it just as much as I will. And I'll see you tomorrow for a Sunday Model Cars and Coffee. Bye, guys. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, hi, hello, hey. Say hi to Felix. You have a fan, Jonesy. Where you going? Come here. Where are you going? Come here. Say hello to your fan club. No? Really? No? Jonesy. Jonesy. Where you going, dude? And come back. Come back. Okay. And he's gone.